What of Syria? Well, it withdrew from Lebanon after mass demonstrations here in Martyrs Square. Unlike its smaller neighbour, it's trying to revive an economy that's been stifled by years of corruption and state planning. And it's the country's young entrepreneurs who are forging ahead. Jackson Hewitt has been to visit one of them in Damascus, who's thriving thanks to the American boycott.
Cafe culture in the Arab world. For generations, Syrians have been coming to places like this to swap gossip and discuss politics over a nargila, a game of backgammon and endless glasses of sweet tea. But when it comes to coffee, well, things traditionally have been a little limited.
Actually, every time when we were coming to Syria in the holidays or vacations, we were thinking there's no place for coffee, just a place like this, similar to the cafes that we were finding in the States.
Saeed Al-Jafri founded Inhouse in part to satisfy the coffee addiction he picked up studying hospitality in the US. Together with partner Muwayed Taqaddeen, they wanted to recreate the atmosphere they enjoyed in the coffee bars in Miami.
Let's say if you want to get the menu, you have to attract the niche. The niche who's living outside of Syria, who get the education, they travel a lot, they know the concept. This concept is around the world. So they were here all the time because they were in need for that, something like this.
So what do you have in mind when you try to create this atmosphere?
To make it for real in-house coffee, to make them come into this house. Make it a house for all who understand the concept of respect and feel free.
That's an important quality for a country slowly opening up to the outside world. Since the new president, Bashar al-Assad, took power, there's a feeling of optimism in Damascus, a flowering of liberalism, as people become more comfortable speaking openly.
The name of the place is Inhouse, and I can feel like I'm home, you know? I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, it's a part of the change. You can be yourself here. It's the only place I can be myself.
And at Inhouse Coffee, Syria's youth love to be themselves together. It's been so popular that the company has expanded to 8 locations in just 2 years. And its most loyal customers? Those in greatest need of a caffeine fix. Students. The company even provides a library so they can really hit the books.
We can study and listen to good music and have good coffee, so it's nice to come here.
And it's enough to have one drink for 5 hours. They don't have a problem with us.
Not exactly the ideal customer, but then again, Syria is still taking to the concept of fresh brewed coffee with all the trimmings. When the first branch opened 2 years ago, the biggest selling drink was orange juice. It's been a learning process for customer and staff alike. Employees get schooled in the art of good hospitality. There's plenty of American pleasantries, ironic given the decidedly frosty relationship between the US and Syria. Life under American sanctions does have one benefit: there's no Starbucks to muscle in on the market. But with US firms dominating supply from cups to syrups, it's made getting stock a nightmare.
More than 50 or 60% of our goods came from the United States, and you know, after the embargo, we were like getting a lot of stock to cover us for like a year or a year and a half, nobody knows. But it's affecting our business.
That may have pushed up costs, but not slowed down the company's expansion. Inhouse hopes to franchise into the Gulf, and they're already planning to open a store in the US. They might not want to hang "Made in Syria" over the door.